Blessed love, this is Mikey General, and I want you to know we're embracing the great aromatic, realistic TV on YouTube. I don't know, like, share, and subscribe. Unseen blessing from every side. Listen, aromatic man, them have the vibes. Well, yeah.
You know, it is nice, and the book itself there is where I'm supposed to be buried from.
TVJ News.
Reality check, man, from your device, and you know it's a unique one, aromatic realistic TV. Anyway, tonight, my viewers and subscribers, you know, I'm coming from a sad place. Very, very sad place. You know, and I'm asked, what is going on in Jamaica? And I see where a senior citizen, a centurion, 105 years old, Vincent Wilson, over 6 million was missing from his account at NCB. One of our centurion, Vincent Wilson, over 6 million was stolen from his account at NCB. Now my question, Jamaica, we the citizens of Jamaica give the Prime Minister Andrew Holness a mandate, and that mandate that we give to the Prime Minister is to make sure that he serve at the highest level, locally and internationally, and under his watch and his administration is to make sure that no Jamaican get left behind. And every single Jamaican live to his or her full potential. Every single Jamaican live to his or her full potential. And as the commander-in-chief, we give Andrew Holness that responsibility to watch and look over us and to make sure that we don't get taken for granted or taken disadvantage of. That's all we ask. The people trust the Prime Minister. They gave him the mandate. The mandate that we gave the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister then turn around and form his cabinet. Create his administration. And in his cabinet, he chose the Minister of Finance. Along with the Minister of Finance and the Prime Minister of Jamaica, it is their responsibility to make sure every single Jamaican money is being protected in Jamaica. Nigel Clark and Andrew Holness fail not once, not twice, not thrice, but over and over, they fail to protect the Jamaican citizens' money. And I want people to fully aware of what is taking place. And Andrew Holness, as the Prime Minister, the Commander-in-Chief, every briefing that take place in Jamaica, the Prime Minister is aware of it. everything that take place in Jamaica, he is aware of it. So don't get it twisted. Don't go around it. Don't trick ourselves. Don't fool ourselves. Everything that happened in Jamaica, the Prime Minister is aware of it. So the question is, if people are losing billions of dollars in these financial institutions, in these banks, and the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who the people give the mandate to form his cabinet and his administration, he chose the Minister of Finance in Nigel Clark. Why is Nigel Clark and Unnu Holness is so silent? Let me repeat again. Me say everything that happened in Jamaica, the Prime Minister is aware. The Prime Minister get briefing on it. He is the commander-in-chief. He knows everything that is going on in the country. He knows what is going on with these financial institutions. He knows what is going on with these banks who are stealing millions, billions away from people, and Nigel Clark and Unnu Holness mouth. And this lead me to one conclusion. And I will say this without apology. The Prime Minister of Jamaica and the Finance Minister knows everything what is going on with these people money. Without any further ado, I'm gonna play the tape with 105-year-old Vincent Wilson, and then we will take it from there.
Meet Vincent Wilson. He's a 105-year-old pensioner, but according to him, he doesn't look a day over 80. An accountant until the day he retired, his ability to recall is intact, but his hearing, not so much. And so this is how we communicate. By writing questions on paper, he reads them with this big magnifying glass and responds.
This is where they said that we are going to put back the money, but like it's like that. I assume responsibility, but the right way to people their money.
Mr. Wilson revealed that he noticed a significant amount of money in his savings account at the National Commercial Bank, NCB, was missing last year. He doesn't use online banking, neither does he use a debit card. Instead, his transactions are done over the counter with his physical bank book. He discovered that over $6 million was missing from his account. The withdrawals occurred over a 2-month period. In a single transaction alone, $5 million gone. $83,674.07.
I don't feel good at all. It's from the maximum. I don't eat, I lose my appetite. All that from morning here. It's just a backline show. I don't have the appetite. I don't want to eat. You know, it match me up. And the book itself there is where I'm supposed to be buried from.
You hear that, Jamaica? You hear that? Okay, Jamaica. Let me play back the ending of his speech. Or let me play back the ending of his interview one more time for you to hear. Take it away.
You know, it match me up. And the book itself there is where I'm supposed to be buried from.
TVJ News.
You know, it match me up. And the book itself there is where I'm supposed to be buried from.
Okay, Jamaica. Before I start to dissect this, he said, I don't want anything to heat. It mash me up. I don't want anything to eat. It mash me up. The book itself, the book itself is where I'm supposed to be buried from. The book itself is where I'm supposed to be buried from. So it simply means I ain't life savings, have nothing more. And they take that away from it. Anyway, let's go into it. 105 years old Vincent Wilson, over 6 million was missing from his bank account at NCB. Over 6 million was stolen from the centurion. Him said, they said they would have given back the money. They said that they would have given back his money. But they did not. And it's alleged they promised to give him back a little stipend. But he cannot sue NCB. Now, Jamaica, he has no online banking. This man has no credit or debit card. His only source of banking is in person. He does not have an online account. He don't have no debit or credit card. His only source of banking is in person. So there is no way they can come and tell us that somebody take away his card or tamper with his numbers and come into the bank and take that money away. Jamaica, it is an inside job. It is an inside job. You don't have no online banking. You don't have no credit or debit card. So him have to take him passport and go inside of the bank to do any form of transaction. And this is the reason I draw my conclusion and say the government of Jamaica is fully aware of what is going on. They has done it with SSL and now they are targeting the bank because they get away with it over SSL. So them emboldened, so they are targeting the banks. It goes on. It says the transaction take place over a 2-month period. It says in a single transaction, 5 million was withdrawn. That's a red flag right there. It's not even a week ago, someone was in Jamaica and I asked them to draw some money for me. And when he show up at one of the bank no deal with cash, electronic, that they are Jamaica now. One of the institution, no cash, strictly electronic. So you have to go to another parish And when she go there, they say they only can give her half. And the money that I requested, it was way less than 5 million. So right there is a red flags. The bank is not allowing you to draw a certain amount of money at once. You have to set up the time and go back different time. So for 5 million to withdraw in one transaction, that's a red flags. That's a red flags. It goes on. And right now, he's witnessing in front of his very eyes all my life savings as an accountant. Everything is now being disappeared. And there is no one can give me the assurance that I will receive back my money. He is now broken, tearing into pieces like a fish out of water. In the know where him stand, because I now witness all my life savings is disappear right in front of my very eyes. So he says, Jamaica, I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. It mashed me up. It mashed me up. I lose my appetite. I can't eat. The only thing I have is a bottle of Ensure. Jamaica, I don't feel good at all. This is his words. His soft voice. I don't feel good at all. It mashed me up. I lose my appetite. I can't eat. The only thing I have is a bottle of Ensure. With his soft voice, you can hear the frustration. You can hear the hopelessness in his voice. He is broken and torn to pieces. He is broken and torn to pieces. He said, I don't want anything to eat. I don't want anything to eat. It mashed me up. The book itself is where I'm supposed to be buried from. I don't want anything to eat. Jamaica. It mashed me up. The book itself is where I'm supposed to be buried from. This senior citizen has paid its dues to Jamaica. He's now a senior, a pensioner. Hard of hearing, vision is not good. his life savings, to assure him a good life throughout his final days, is now being disappeared, scam from NCB and the government of Jamaica. My brothers and sisters in the diaspora, I'm talking the seniors right now, who all of their life savings is in Jamaica. When you hear a message like this, how do you guys feel? Knowing that the Prime Minister who we elect to serve on our behalf is now reject and neglecting us, leave us exposed and vulnerable to thieves and scammers to do as they please with our life savings. The money that we work so hard for, humane, deplorable conditions, to put that money away for rainy day so we can have a healthy life while we grow old in our final days on planet Earth. The Prime Minister who we elect and give a mandate to serve and to protect locally and internationally at the highest level, to protect us from harm and danger, to secure us from wicked and devious acts like these. The Prime Minister has turned his back on us again. The question I ask the Commander-in-Chief, the man who held the highest office of the land, the man who has been briefed on everything that takes place in Jamaica, why is the Prime Minister so silent? The Commander-in-Chief in Unnu Wholeness, the Prime Minister, the man who held the highest office of the land, who briefed every day on the country runnings, why is Unnu Wholeness so silent? And senior citizen losing billions of dollars from financial institutions and from banks. Why is the Prime Minister so quiet? But everyone is following the Prime Minister lead. Everyone is following the Prime Minister lead. The man who's supposed to set example for every Jamaican to follow. He was the first to go to SSL and take his money out and drive that institution into bankruptcy. It was the Prime Minister of Jamaica alone who get his money out of SSL. So if you see the Prime Minister, the Commander-in-Chief, the man who's supposed to set an example for us, the citizens of Jamaica, to follow, if we see the Prime Minister do such act, then it is only fair for us to follow in his footsteps. Diaspora member, a lot of Unnu is still supporting this man. But I want you guys to know that this man don't give a damn red about you guys. This man don't give a damn red about our seniors. Because if he did, as the Commander-in-Chief, as the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the man who held the highest office, we the citizens of Jamaica give him that mandate, he would have come out and speak on behalf of poor people losing billions through these institutions. Let me play him back one more time again.
Meet Vincent Wilson. He's a 105-year-old pensioner, but according to him, he doesn't look a day over 80. An accountant until the day he retired, his ability to recall is intact, but his hearing, not so much. And so this is how we communicate. By writing questions on paper, he reads them with this big magnifying glass and responds.
This is where I said that we're going to put back the money, but like it's like that. Not assuming responsibility, but the right way people the money.
Mr. Wilson revealed that he noticed a significant amount of money in his savings account at the National Commercial Bank NCB was missing last year. He doesn't use online banking, neither does he use a debit card. Instead, his transactions are done over the counter with his physical bank book. He discovered that over $6 million was missing from his account. The withdrawals occurred over a 2-month period. In a single transaction alone, $5 million gone. $83,674.07.
I don't feel good at all. It's from the maximum. I don't eat, I lose my appetite. All that we can from morning here. It's just a backline show. I don't have the appetite. I don't want nothing to eat. You know, it matched me up. And the book itself there is where I'm supposed to be buried from. You know, it matched me up. And the book itself there is where I'm supposed to be buried from. You know, it matched me up. And the book itself there is where I'm supposed to be buried from.
So, one more time. The centurion, 105 years old, Vincent Wilson, over 6 million was stolen from his bank account at NCB. He said that they promised that they would give him back his money, but they did not. They did not until this day. This man don't know nothing about online banking. He does not have a debit card. His only source of banking is in person. So they can't tell us that someone uses credit card or someone uses his information online. They can't tell us that. It is an inside job. The transaction take place over a 2-month period. In a single transaction alone, 5 million was gone. That's a big red flags, Jamaica. Banking institution, they are not giving you so much money at once. So that's a big red flag. This man It's been teared to pieces. Everything that he worked all his life for is now disappear right in front of his very eyes. He is wounded. He is wounded. He is torn. He's been battered and bruised. I don't feel good at all. It mashed me up. I lose my appetite. I can't eat. The only thing I have is a bottle of ensure. I don't feel good at all. It mashed me up. I lose my appetite. I can't eat. The only thing I have is a bottle of ensure. I don't want anything to eat. It mashed me up. The book itself is where I'm supposed to be buried from. Jamaica, I don't feel good at all. It mashed me up. I lose my appetite. I can't eat. The only thing I have is a bottle of ensure. I don't want anything to eat. It mashed me up. The book itself is where I'm supposed to be buried from. Unnu Wallace, it mashed me up. I don't have no appetite. I don't want anything to eat. The book itself is what's supposed to bury me. Unnu Wallace, I don't feel good. Unnu Wallace, I don't feel good at all. It mashed me up. I lose my appetite. I can't eat. The only thing I have is a bottle of ensure. I don't want anything to eat. It mashed me up. The book itself is where I'm supposed to be buried from. Unnu, what our seniors has done to you for you to treating them this way. Unnu Wallace, what our seniors has done to you for you to treating them this way. You are behaving like a animal, very cool, no love, no care, no sincereness in you for the Jamaican people. But the wrath of God will fall on your household. And wholeness, the wrath of God will fall on your household. Andrew, Nigel Clark, when the days are coming. The days are coming. Anyway, my people, stay tuned to Aromatic Realistic TV. Like and share and follow us over YouTube. Remember to touch the notification button to stay notified. So each time I drop a video, you should be the first to know. We tell them, say, no man is an island. And like Mr. Vincent, we can't stand alone. We can't stand alone. United we stand, or divided we fall. Treat your neighbor with respect. Give your neighbor the honor, because you never know when you are going to be on the other side. The struggle is real. How much realer can the struggle get under this unruliness? Nepotism, cronyism, corruption, scandal after scandals. Now he's targeting our seniors. Mr. Prime Minister, you're targeting our seniors. The people who have laid the foundation for our country. You are now targeting them. Be well, my people. Well, the signature word art and love. Art and love. Art and love. Peace, my people. Out. Judgment.